Alright, our next booze review is going to be for the world famous Jägermeister. It's a digestive or herbal liqueur made from various herbs and spices. 70 proof, so 35% ABV. Packs quite a punch for a liqueur. The term Jägermeister was first introduced in Germany in 1934. And that was during the Reich's new hunting law they passed. And what it refers to is senior foresters and gamekeepers who were in the German civil service. And essentially Jäger translates into hunter, and Meister is master. So loosely it's hunt master. That's what it means. And when the liqueur was introduced in 1935 by a man called Kurt Mast, he was a hunting enthusiast, so he incorporated the elk symbology, and of course he used that name to apply to it. There's a common urban legend out there that says they actually put elk's blood in this, and I think that has to do with the fact that it's supposed to be sort of a thick, have a thick consistency to it. There's no truth to it. It's an urban legend. It's bullshit. But you know, it's something that frat boys can talk about at frat parties while they're getting drunk doing Jager bombs, which is Jägermeister and Red Bull. But anyway, let's just go over the ingredients real quick. There's citrus, licorice, anise, poppy seeds, saffron, ginger, juniper berries, ginseng. And these things are all mashed together, filtered, aged in oak barrels for a year, filtered again. Then they mix them with sugar, caramel, alcohol, and water. And then they filter it again, and then they put it in the bottle. Apparently they recommend you serve this stuff very, very cold, as in minus 18 degrees Celsius. And what's the matter, Bear? You down there? Hey? So this is actually a very famous liqueur. They branded themselves very well. They're associated with lots of motor racing sports. Also associated over here more with heavy metal bands. Metallica, for instance. A lot of their tours were sponsored by Jägermeister. So it has sort of a dubious reputation, okay? A lot of people dismiss it as a stupid frat boys kind of drink, somewhere in the same league as like Budweiser or something like that. Like it's got a bad image for that from more, I guess, elitist drinkers. But we'll see how it goes. We're gonna do a shot of it here, basically, and give my opinion on it. All right, we're back with the Jägermeister. Okay, so it's an oily reddish brown. Hey Bear, how you doing? You can't have any Jägermeister. Very oily. Sort of in a reddish brown, very dark amber to brown sort of color, basically. So we'll do the aroma here. You know, it smells like, the primary smell I get is the anise or the licorice, but it sort of smooths out almost into like a semi Coca-Cola kind of smell. What are you doing, Bear? Get your nose out of the sake. Get your nose out of the sake. Come on. Get dogs. They'll drink or eat anything if you let them. It's not a bad smell. I'm not a fan of licorice or anise, but where it's present here, even though it is sort of the dominant smell, it's not overpowering. It's not as cloying as I tend to find anise and licorice. So So far, so good. It smells kind of spicy too, like, and anise is a spice, so. But yeah, okay, so it smells okay for liqueur, I guess. Definitely has almost a semi Coca-Cola root beer sort of smell. Yeah, I'll be with you there in a minute there, doggy. So let's take the shot. Salute. Whoa. Oh. I can see why people take shots of this mixed with other stuff. In fact, I can see how Red Bull would dominate the flavors and smooth them out. Definitely right up front, very sweet licorice sort of taste, anise licorice. Back of the mouth, very much, very spicy, very spicy. Sort of a dry, not peppery, but real dry spiciness. Definitely not something you want to drink straight, I don't think. Ooh. But it's not terrible, but it's not for me, man. I had this once when I was in my teens, but it was mixed with something else, and I was pretty drunk at the time anyway, so I wouldn't have noticed the taste as much as I do now. I've had a lot worse. There's no alcohol burn really at the end. It's not hard going down really. It's not harsh. It's very flavorful, like very, very flavorful. All depends on your liking of licorice or anise, essentially. Because the way it dries out the back of your mouth, it's almost like you've chewed on some licorice. Like, whew. Man, oh man. That's something. I guess I'd give it a recommendation, as long as you mix it with something. Otherwise, whew. Taking it straight, no good. Of course, a lot of liqueurs you don't really want to take straight anyway, but so I guess this is successful generally as a liqueur, definitely successful as a party liqueur kind of thing. I don't think there's anything else out there that quite tastes like this except for Sambuca. But this is much more spicy and complex than Sambuca is. Ooh, it's like I mixed Sambuca with root beer. That's kind of what the taste. Whew. That's something. That's strong. Yeah, Jägermeister. I probably won't try it again, but I wouldn't say avoid it. Man, oh man. It's got a kick to it, I'll give it that.